Many men reach a stage in life where the body simply no longer responds as it once did. Firmness fades, volume changes, and that image of strength starts giving way to silent doubts. Some still feel the desire alive inside, but the body seems unresponsive. Others no longer feel confident around their partner. And behind all this, there's a truth that almost no one clearly talks about. There are natural supplements that can transform this reality, making the body firmer, more vascular, and more responsive to touch. In today's video, you'll discover 5 natural supplements that boost male desire like never before. No hormones, no empty promises, and backed by science. What I'm going to show you isn't a magic formula, but a real path for those who want to feel that sense of power again. If you're looking for more firmness, more visible veins, and more pleasure, this content gets straight to the point. And it all starts with understanding what changes in the body over time, and how to reverse that process intelligently. Before we continue, check if you're already subscribed to the channel. Here, the focus is on talking clearly about health and male desire in maturity, always based on evidence and without unnecessary fluff. And take a moment to interact with us. If you feel like your body no longer responds like it used to, type "locked" in the comments. Now, if you've already started taking action and are seeing some results, type "awakening." I want to see how the men who follow us are doing. Over the years, many men begin to notice subtle changes in their bodies. Energy decreases, the drive for physical and intimate activity isn't the same, and that sense of strength starts to fade. It doesn't happen overnight. It's as if the body gradually slows down, without clear warning. When you realize it, something just isn't responding like before. A big part of this is due to the natural drop in testosterone, weakened circulation, and a slower response from the nervous system. The body still wants to function, but internal communication no longer works with the same precision. And when blood flow is inefficient or hormone levels are low, even desire takes a hit. A gentleman once told me, "Doctor, it feels like the engine is there, but there's no fuel." That perfectly describes what many go through during this phase of life. But this is not the end. The body can respond, as long as it receives the right stimulus. There are natural ways to activate those internal mechanisms, respecting age limitations, while recovering much of what seemed lost. And that's exactly what we're going to address from now on. The first natural supplement on this list is fenugreek. It may look like a simple seed, but it has been studied precisely for its positive effects on male health, especially when it comes to performance, vitality, and energy. Unlike synthetic substances that force an immediate reaction, fenugreek works at a different pace. It supports hormonal balance, gradually and steadily stimulating testosterone production. In many men, the problem isn't lack of will, it's lack of fuel. Fenugreek helps with that. It contains compounds called saponins, which are known to help the body restart natural processes related to strength, motivation, and responsiveness. And when that starts to happen, it's common to notice more daytime energy, better focus, and a feeling of being back in control. One of my patients told me that after a few weeks taking the concentrated extract, he was waking up more energized and with a mental clarity he hadn't felt in years. Of course, results vary from person to person, but what we often see is an increase in confidence and a renewed sense of well-being. And that changes a lot in how a man relates to himself and to his partner. If you want to go beyond supplements and understand how to naturally regain desire, firmness, and connection with your partner, my digital book can help. Rediscovering Intimacy. Healthy Sexuality After 60 offers practical guidance to reignite pleasure and strengthen your intimate life with confidence and maturity. You can access it through the first pinned comment. Take advantage while it's still available. Gelatinized maca is the second natural supplement on this list, and perhaps one of the most interesting when it comes to regaining vitality, without pushing the body too hard. Native to the Andes, this root has been used for centuries by local populations to increase physical endurance and vigor. But it's the gelatinized version that stands out, as it goes through a process that makes it easier to digest and absorb its active compounds. What makes maca so special is its action on the hormonal axis, especially in men who no longer feel the same excitement as before. It doesn't act as a direct stimulant, but as a natural regulator that improves internal balance. In practice, this can mean more daily energy, a better mood, and a more positive response. During intimate moments, a 64-year-old man told me that after 3 weeks of using maca, he felt more awake inside. The change wasn't just physical, it was also emotional. When a man notices his body is responding again, it affects the way he acts, takes care of himself, and relates to others. And it's exactly this kind of transformation that makes this supplement so valuable in maturity. The third natural supplement worth your attention is ashwagandha, well known in traditional Indian medicine. This plant has been gaining popularity among men who want to restore internal balance and well-being without resorting to harsh substances. Ashwagandha's primary role is in controlling cortisol, the stress hormone, which, when elevated, directly affects mood, sleep, and pleasure response. It's common to find mature men who feel more irritable, anxious, or have difficulty relaxing. Many don't even realize that this constant state of tension is draining their desire and vitality. Ashwagandha helps precisely by shutting off this ongoing alert mode, creating a more favorable internal environment so the body can respond better to stimuli. One of my patients, 59 years old, said he only realized how overwhelmed he was after he started taking ashwagandha and noticed a clear improvement in his sleep and patience. He told me, "I used to explode over anything. Now it feels like my mind takes a breath before reacting." This kind of emotional balance has a direct effect on behavior, on the relationship with one's partner, and on the overall functioning of the body. And it all starts when the body finally feels safe enough to operate with calm. The fourth natural supplement on this list is beetroot powder. Many know beetroot as a common salad ingredient, but few recognize the power it holds when concentrated into powder. It's rich in natural nitrates, which convert into nitric oxide in the body, a substance that dilates blood vessels and significantly improves circulation. For mature men, this has a direct impact on physical stamina and responsiveness. With better blood flow, the body functions more efficiently, muscles receive more oxygen, and the entire system starts responding more quickly. The feeling of heaviness in the legs fades, fatigue turns into energy, and even mood improves with increased brain oxygenation. A 61-year-old patient told me he started using beetroot powder before his morning walks. After a few days, he said he felt lighter, more awake, and motivated to do more. This shows how small adjustments in circulation can shift how the body responds to daily demands. And when circulation improves, everything improves: mood, pace, and even interest in intimate moments. The fifth natural supplement on this list is ginseng, an ancient root used in many cultures to enhance vitality, mental clarity, and physical endurance. As we age, the body demands more energy to maintain basic functions, and ginseng becomes a powerful ally in that process. It contains compounds called ginsenosides, which serve multiple purposes. They improve circulation, strengthen the immune system, and stimulate brain function. But what stands out most for men is its impact on physical and mental fatigue. Many report feeling more alert, more willing to move, and less overwhelmed by daily tasks. I remember a 68-year-old man who said he couldn't keep up with his old pace, not even in basic household tasks. After a few weeks using Korean ginseng, he told me he was waking up more energized, more focused, and had even resumed hobbies he had abandoned. This type of change doesn't happen overnight, but when the body begins to restore its natural energy, men feel more present, more confident, and ready to enjoy life with greater intensity and balance. After learning about these 5 natural supplements, it's crucial to understand a point many people overlook. There's no use taking everything correctly if the body is in a state of chronic inflammation. And this is more common than it seems, especially among men over 50. Poor diet, excess abdominal fat, sedentary lifestyle, and lack of sleep create an internal environment that blocks even the best nutrients from doing their job. I've worked with many men who had been taking supplements for months without seeing any improvement. When we investigated, the problem wasn't the effectiveness of the ingredients, but the condition of their body, full of toxins, slow metabolism, and lacking basic energy to respond. The body needs to be at least somewhat prepared to benefit from what's being offered. That's why simple adjustments like walking 20 minutes a day, improving sleep, and cutting down on ultra-processed foods make a huge difference. A supplement doesn't act alone. It needs a clean foundation to take root. It's like planting a good seed in hard, dry soil. Results only show when the environment supports growth. And when the body starts to respond, men feel it in their mood, their energy, and even in how they connect with pleasure. You've seen that the body can indeed respond again, even after 50. With the right supplements, better circulation, more energy, and greater balance, many men are rediscovering the joy of feeling confident again. But none of this works if the body is inflamed, toxic, or blocked from within. Taking care of the basics, nutrition, sleep, and movement, is what allows these natural tools to really work. Among all the supplements we covered today, which one stood out to you the most? Was it fenugreek, maca, or ashwagandha? Think about it and choose the one that fits best with your reality. If this video helped you, hit the like button right now. It matters more than you think. Your like tells YouTube this topic needs to reach more men going through the same challenges. And if you want to stay on this path to restoring your strength and desire, watch the other videos on this channel about male intimacy and vitality. There's a lot of valuable content that can truly make a difference in your daily life. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos, all created with care for every stage of your life. See you next time, and take good care of yourself. You deserve to feel fully alive.